Jai Shri Mataji. Let us remain in silent meditation. Shri Mataji, thank you for letting us join together in collective meditation this evening. We can all now bow down and do namaskar to Shri Mataji and collectively raise our Kundalini. Let's place both our hands on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please may all the impurities from my subtle system be absorbed into Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please may all the heat, all the impurities in my subtle system be absorbed into Mother Earth. We take mantra. Shri Adi Bhumi Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We take mantra to Sri Ganesha 4 times to begin our meditation together. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please may all the heat from my Muladhara Chakra be absorbed into Mother Earth. When we place our left hand towards Shri Mataji, right hand on Mother Earth. Shri Ganesha, please make me worthy of your attention. Shri Ganesha, I will be worthy of your attention. Shri Mother, you who are Shri Ganesha, please give me wisdom. Please give me discrimination. Shri Ganesha, please make me humble. Please make me wise. Mantra Shri Mahakali Shri Bhairava. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली श्री भैरवा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। Shri Mataji, please may all the impurities from my Iranadi, from my left side, be absorbed into Mother Earth. We bring our right hand towards Shri Mataji, left hand towards the ether to balance the right side. Mantra Shri Mahasaraswati Shri Hanuman. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Shri Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please may all the heat from the right side of my body, from my Pingala Nadi, be absorbed into the ether. Shri Mataji, please may all the heat created in my right side because of my overactivity, overthinking, overplanning, be absorbed into the ether. We can bring both hands towards Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, please bring me into balance. Please bring my attention into the present. Now today we will collectively clear the left Vishuddhi and the back Agya. So we can give bandhans on our left Vishuddhi. We will say the mantra, Shri Vishnu Maya, 16 times in 4 sets of 4. So we can either keep our attention on the left Vishuddhi or we can give bandhans by our hand, or if anybody has candle handy. If they don't have, that's fine. We just keep our attention. Use our hands. We can clear the left Vishuddhi. So the left hand towards Shri Mataji, right hand making bandhans over the left Vishuddhi. We say mantra to Shri Vishnu Maya 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shrimataji, by your grace, I am not guilty. As I am the spirit, I am not guilty. Shrimataji, I am not guilty. Again, 4 times. Shri Vishnumaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am not guilty. As I am the spirit, I am not guilty. Let us feel the attention on the left Vishuddhi. With every bandhan, we feel the divine attention on our left Vishuddhi. Mantra Shri Vishnumaya, again 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, as I am the spirit, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Mantra Shri Vishnumaya, 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, by your grace, as I am the spirit, I am not guilty. Shri Mataji, I am not guilty. Now we can place our hand on the left Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, please put your divine attention on our left Vishuddhi and our collective left Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, please put your divine attention on my left Vishuddhi and our collective left Vishuddhi. Please remove all the filth that has accumulated here due to the guilt that I hold. Shri Mataji, please help me to be able to overcome my guilt by being able to face myself and my mistakes. Now we place our hand on the left heart. How Shri Mataji explains that the roots of the left Vishuddhi are in the left heart. So we just put our attention on our left heart, silently within ourselves. Shri Mataji, I am the spirit. Mother, I am the spirit. Now we place our hand on our back agya. Mantra Shri Mahaganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahaganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, if I have made any mistakes against my spirit, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Please help me to go beyond all my conditionings and help me to find the truth. Once more, Shri Mahaganesha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahaganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, if I have made any mistakes against my spirit, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me Please help me to go beyond all my conditionings and help me to find the truth. Shamataji, please put your divine attention on my Bhakagya and the collective Bhakagya. Mother, please nourish my Bhakagya. Help me to go beyond all my conditionings. Now we can bring both our hands to Shamataji. Moving our attention from the Muladhara into the Swadhisthana, Nabhi, void, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Hamsa, Agya, and Sastrara. We take our attention slightly higher than the Sastrara, above. Keep our attention here. And from this meditative state, we can listen to a talk by Srimataji.
Last night, I was really very happy to meet you all, and I was thinking how I could reach you so spontaneously. It was a great thing. The moments of meeting you. I went into your beings, to your problems yesterday. And as Gregor has said that you all have got mostly the left-sided problem, not so much the right side. Means ego is not so much there as your left-sided problem. And the left-sided problem is the problem that comes to you because of certain mistakes you have committed in your seeking. So it doesn't matter, it can be worked out. But the basic of the left-sided problem comes because I think you didn't get the love of your parents also in your childhood. One of the biggest problems is that of the mother's problem, that you didn't feel that security when you were a child to begin with. It's a mother's side, left side is a mother's side. The another thing could be that when you went into the society, they tried to create diffidence in you by their own norms and ideas about life. You see, their idea of success is very different from the idea of a seeker. Because for a seeker, the only success he can have is when he has found out the truth. See, that's what he's seeking. And if one child is born who is a seeker in a family who doesn't know what a seeking is, they are just seeking money or something else like that, which is very superficial and nonsensical for a seeker, the diffidence grows in him gradually in the subconscious, and he starts thinking that, are we mad, or something wrong with us, or are we something strange people? What's happening to us? So how is it that we are so much different from the rest of the people who are madly doing other things, so much involved, and we don't find the fun in that? So the left side starts accumulating that diffidence within yourself, then you find some friends who are with you. You find people who talk the same language, sort of thing, that they are seekers, they have to seek, and they have to seek something. But the another diffidence that starts afterwards, when you become a group, or sort of this whole thing becomes known to people who are, say, in the market, we can say, who are in the market, who are just trying to mobilize their money into new channels where they can make some money, you see. So these people, when they come to know about such a group which is still uncertain, does not know where to go, what to do, you see, it's a very vulnerable society, because there's nothing established, they don't know what to do, they realize that these people are wasting their time, the other people who are doing other seeking like money and all those things, they understand that. But they cannot also understand what they should do. So it's a very vulnerable, very risky type of a life they lead. And in that risk, the first hit comes when they give up their parents, you see. Because because of the parents' attitude towards them, they have to give. And the parents in America, I was surprised, are really not at all kind to their children. They have only rights, they have no duties, I feel. I mean, it's just the other way around in India. They have no duties for their children. They are rich people. They don't look after your, needs. Nothing. It's something surprising. The other day, somebody told me a story that if the son is having a party or something and he's enjoying himself with his friends, then if they puts the music little loud, the mother in the other house would ring up the police and call him to ask the police to arrest this fellow. This is one can't imagine in India. On the contrary, the mother, if she knows that the boys are going to have the party, she'll go all out to prepare something nice for them and how to make them happy, and she would disappear from there so that their age group should enjoy themselves. This is a very common practice in India. So many such things, have crawled up because of, I think, war. I would place it to one of the things is war. Because of war, your parents got disturbed and they got upset. Let's also give them some grace about it. All right. So they were all very much frantic and disturbed and their nerves were broken. Let's take it like that. Now, whatever it happened, then this, also the material advancement, so-called, through your industrial development came through. All right. That also put such a pressure on them. If somebody has a TV, you must have TV. If you don't have a TV, then you are a gone case. If you have some plastics, you must have some plastics. They have some nylons, you must have some nylons. You see, the competition was in accumulating these things all the time. And the machines were trying to create more and more of this nonsense because they are hungry things, So they were consuming all the mother's earth and converting it into all these nonsensical things, which now is a big mountain and is a big problem for you, how to dispose them of. And the people in the household were trying to compete with others in this kind of a nonsensical pursuit. You see, the whole thing was a chaos for you because you are born with a different awareness within you, because you are awakened to a fact that material things are not going to give you joy. And this is what was difficult for you to convince your elders. And the elders also got into the funny ideas of Freud, I should say, and all the people started writing books about nonsensical things, how to treat your children, how to behave towards them. It's something absurd. I can't believe it. Shocking. When I hear, there was a girl in Switzerland, she told me that my child, who was only 1.5 months or something like that, died in his bedroom. I said, in his bedroom? I can't understand. What is that? They said, we don't make our children sleep with us. I can't understand. I can't understand. How can you leave? You can't sleep. Your children are not with you. You just can't sleep. You're so worried. And this is something, you see, from the very childhood. If you are left in another room, you feel, you must be frightened. And I don't know what must be happening to you. When I give you realization, I'm even worried about you. Now, what's going to happen to these children who have got realization? I have to leave somebody here to look after you, to consolidate it, to manage it, to make you grow. Otherwise, you may be frightened. It is so. With this, one feels very much disturbed, and whom to blame? You see, you cannot blame anyone. The whole thing we can say was, it was to be like this, so accept it as it is. But it has harmed you on the left-hand side. So to begin with, in your psyche, I would say the problem started from the time you were born. Now you took your birth with your choice. You decided to be born to these parents. You thought them to be sane people. Maybe your mistake. And then you took your birth in this great country, which had also some greatness about it, no doubt, which I will tell you now what is the greatness of this country, is why you were born in this country. And then thirdly, that you had to live with your own nature. You could not take to the nature of other people. And the difference between the two, the gap was so great that you just couldn't manage it, you see. And you had to get out of it. And once you are out of your home, you are absolutely vulnerable to these people who are attacking you. Because you are not yet matured enough to face them, you are quite young, and you are suddenly attacked, your innocence is attacked. Then now you should not do this to your children. That is very important. But now the children are going to be very powerful people. Now look at the matured ones sitting here, just like great, grand, old mothers, you see. They're watching the things. Like when I went back, these two boys, one without a shirt, one with a shirt, standing there. I asked him, what are you doing here? He said, we are looking after all the crooks who are trying to go inside. And we are protecting you from them. These two little things, one was so big, still they are. They have put all their toys there to fight. You see, all the crooks that are going in, so they're all standing there, both of them. So it's like that. You see, these great children are to be born, no doubt. But in between is your generation, which is a very important generation for me, because you are the foundation of that great kingdom, the kingdom of God. So you are also very important. So the first thing you have to do, as I said, to say that, Mother, I'm not guilty. Do not take anything upon yourself. Say that, Mother, I'm not guilty. You don't blame yourself for anything. All right? First thing. Secondly is that the left side gives you a kind of a diffidence. It's such a vicious circle, you get a diffidence. All right? Because of diffidence, you do not get your realization, maybe. Even if you get your realization, you go little bit coming, little bit going, you see all the time, and you get more diffidence. Then the vicious circle starts. The diffidence again stops your feeling the vibrations. Again you get into diffidence. You start blaming yourself and hating yourself. Again it goes in a very bad vicious circle. So first and foremost thing for all of you is to have complete confidence into your faith that you have to seek something beyond. First, this is the first faith you should have. That you have to seek something beyond, and whatever you were doing in this may be mistaken. Doesn't matter. But your aims were correct. Your aims were perfect and your aims were correct. All right. Now the second thing you have to know in yourself, that you are not all these things like the worldly things that you see, but you are the Spirit. You are the Spirit. Now believe that you are. Do not have diffidence because you have failed so far. Doesn't matter. Whatever has happened, ultimately if you find it, you find it. So second thing you have to know. Second thing you have to know that you are the Spirit. This is the second point, and I was gradually yesterday strengthening your left side, of which you are not aware. Perhaps you think that you are very egoistical. Some people think like that, and that this is the ego. But mostly this whatever ego you had is also finished, because the way they were bumping at it, you see, so it is hurt ego. And it may become a guilt within you. You say, oh, I should not have done this, I should not have done this, I should not have. No use worrying about these things. No use going back onto it. So because of this, you see, the left side, which is a very important side in Sahaja Yoga, is affected. And it starts right from the Swadhisthana, in the Swadhisthana chakra. As I told you that I'm going to tell you about your chakras, but more relating to the left side. Left side, as Gregor has written a book, Advent, in which he describes it as the sin against the mother. And the right side, he says, the sin against the father. Not the mother who has given you the birth, but the Shakti, the primordial mother, the power of God's love. sin against her is the left side, and sin against the father is the right side. So countries which are developing now, like India, you see, they are trying to develop into your style. They are going to have plastics and nylons and everything, then they'll take to drugs, then they'll become hippies, and then this will happen, and then I'll have to give them realization. Before going all these circles, they're not going to listen to me. They don't want to short circuit it, you see, so let them go ahead with it. They are now developing. All these countries who are developing, they should come and see you and meet you and know what development has given you. This kind of material you are understanding this so well, but they will not. If you tell them that, they can't believe it. You will be surprised. When I go to India, I have to take nylon saris for them. Though we get very beautiful silks in India, they don't think there's much about it. You see, they think, why don't you bring some nylons for them? So this is what it is. You see, they don't understand. And this is the thing I told you, that the Kundalini is in India, but they are not awakened. You people have realized the value of matter. You people have realized that matter doesn't give you the joy. You have to go beyond it, especially nylons and plastic. At least this much you understand. But you go to any sophisticated Indian family, they'll give you food in stainless steel. Though they may have brass, they think that, oh, stainless steel is great, you see. All the rich people will take out their stainless steel. Even if they will have silver, they think stainless steel is great. Can you imagine? So this is the state in which they are, while you have reached that stage where you do realize the aesthetics of the matter, aesthetics of the matter, you understand. So you have in one side, on the right side, you have achieved quite a lot, I should say, and you should be confident on that style, at least that you understand the worthlessness of all these man-made things. That's something so great to achieve, that you want to have something that is God-made. Once you come to that point, you should also know that if you have to have realization, it cannot be man-made, it has to be God-made. Now the left side is important here, so I'll talk about left side, but you should not feel hurt about it, because I have to point it out to you to understand the mistakes and the things which should not repeat it. But the right side mistakes are committed, as I told you, in the people who are developing. So I will mention you to do that part, what happens to the right side when we commit mistakes on the right side. What we do is we don't believe that there is God who is your Father. You forget that there is Father above you, and He's the one who is going to look after. So you don't have to worry so much about earning money by any crooked method or by any means without any values. To earn money, to be worried about money, to be worried about your well-being is absurd. Krishna has said, Yoga Kshema Vahamyaham. He said you get your yoga. If you get to your yoga, then you get your kshema, means your well-being. The other day somebody asked me, what is the way to Lakshmi? It's first to get to your yoga. Why didn't he say kshema yoga? He said yoga kshema vahamyam. First yoga. First you get united with your divine force, and then your well-being is looked after. It is looked after. Even if I tell you the stories of that, you won't believe to what extent it looks after your kshema also. You don't become Mr. Ford, because that's madness. You become a person who is provided for, who is looked after, and who never feels the dearth that there is no money with you. That's what is kshema is, in which your health improves, material things improve, everything improves once you have got yoga, which is promised by Sri Krishna 6,000 years back. I'm not saying something new. It was said about 6,000 years back. So you become a realized soul. By becoming realized soul, you realize that your Father, God Almighty, is the richest man in the whole world. He has everything. From where does it come? It comes from Him. Riches that we think are riches are not really riches. The one He gives you, the one He provides you, are miraculous. These are miraculous things. And when it happens, I'll give you one example for this. Like in London, you see, we didn't have any place for the boys to live in and girls to live in. They wanted to form an ashram. There was a lady who bought a place because she had sold her place. She bought a place, a dilapidated, a ruined place in Lambeth Way. Of course, you'll be surprised that William Blake has said. because I laid the foundations there, and he said it, that the foundations will be laid in Lambeth Vale. He said that England is going to become Jerusalem. And he said in Lambeth Vale the foundations will be laid. Imagine this, William Blake and his prophecies. I stayed first in Surrey Hills. He has written that the first beacons will be lit in Surrey Hills. Can you believe this man? How good he was in prophesying. Whatever it is. This ashram could only provide rooms for very few boys and girls, and a big problem for them. So they said, Mother, we have to have some more places to live in. What are we to do? I said, all right, now you pray for it. Just ask. And a boy came with an idea, we should form a co-op. So they were not willing to form a co-op. They said, Mother, it takes 10 years to get a nice place in co-op. It's useless. I said, if he says so, just go ahead. So they formed a co-op. Can you believe, within 1 month's time, they got a huge building with 15 large bedrooms and big halls and all that for them to stay, paying only £70 for the whole building in 1 week. Can you imagine? Then after a month, they got a huge, big, very, very big hotel with all things there, beds and linen and cutlery and crockery and everything that you could think of, paying only £70 per week for all such a huge big thing where about 25 people can easily live. And they have got halls and basements and this and that. We had 16 marriages on the Krishnashtami day. And all these newly married couples stayed in that hotel very nicely, paying nothing because you don't have to pay there. But these boys might have paid, I don't know what they did among themselves. But this is what it is. This is a kshema. And such a beautiful atmosphere in that place, everybody enjoying the pure knowledge and the pure love. Now we are on the left-hand side, and when I will discuss about the chakras, I'll be pertaining more to the left side and not to the right side, which is the side which we say is of material well-being, or say how do you get your physical well-being. You also get your physical well-being through this.
Just raise it a little too. They can't quite hear.
Can you see, all of you? Now, as you see here, the first chakra is very important because you see the connection is established with the left hand. It's a very, very important center. It's the center of your innocence. The first thing God created on this earth was innocence. And this innocence is embodied in a deity whom we call as Sri Ganesha. This deity was created long, long time back, much before anything started on this earth, the Omega and the Alpha as you can call it, and he incarnated on this earth as Lord Jesus Christ. I was told that I have to be careful because there are many people who just don't believe in Jesus Christ. This is a very big conditioning of people because they are born in families who don't want to believe in Christ. Whether you like it or not, he exists, not only he exists, but he is the only one who can really give us the path from here. So the first one is the center of our innocence. And this center of innocence was kept there at a position where it manifests in the growth our pelvic plexus, which looks after the excretion of the body. As there are four, we can say the petals of this subtle center, in the same way there are four subplexuses for the pelvic plexus. I don't know how many I have done medicine here, but the pelvic plexus has got four excretory subplexuses. One of them is responsible for sex. Now, the idea of sex that has come to us is from people like Mr. say Freud. Now look at his life.
We can stay in silent meditation. Attention in Sasrara and beyond. Mataji, thank you for awakening my Kundalini, for giving me this opportunity to understand this very subtle knowledge of my being, the subtle knowledge of the divine. Mataji, I am forever grateful. We can continue in our meditation with some music until we feel we can end.